Well, as promised, Mr. Brij Bhushan Agarwal, the Vice Chairman and MD at Shyam Metalics Energy, is joining us to talk to us about their earnings. Mr. Agarwal, hi, good to be speaking with you. The last time we spoke, you had hinted that you're expecting a recovery to happen in the second half of the year. Has it played out per your expectations, or it's been a bit slower versus what you were expecting?
See, from the demand side, there had been a recovery, but the prices have not recovered with the race of the demand. And I believe with this election year, with the kind of development what is happening, we will see the improvement on the price side should also happen soon.
The price improvement will happen, but what is the level to which the price improvement you are factoring in? Because in the 9 months, your revenue growth has been very paltry at just around 4%. Is this the kind of outlook we should have for FY25 as well, or at least in FY25 we can expect a double-digit revenue growth from you?
No, it will be a double digit. In fact, for this year also, we will see a revenue digit. The revenue will grow in a double digit because the fourth quarter is always a very important factor in the in the metal market. And apart from that, the raw material cost, like the energy cost and the coal cost, has gone down. So we will see the realization also improving simultaneously.
Absolutely, that's the point I want to touch up on as well, and that's in terms of the raw material prices, because that's a bit in terms of a slight bit of a volatility, and the blended spreads when you're looking at it in quarter three, that's risen to 39% YOY. So one, what is your outlook as of now in terms of the raw material pricing trends, and where do you see the spreads then headed from here on?
See, the energy price and the coal price is a very large ingredient in our manufacturing cost. So if you see the coal prices correction has happened in the third quarter, and we will see, since we carry a lot of our stocks and our the old value, so we'll see that from the first quarter of the coming year, we'll see the realization is going to improve a lot.
Okay, we'll wait back for that improvement in realizations, but you've been always talking about how you want to move up the value chain by bringing in more value-added products. Could you talk to us about what's the target share that
Yeah.
you have in mind for that and what the margin differential is?
See, earlier on the value chain side, our participation was only 17%, and today we have gone up to 50%. And in the time to come, we'll see that on the value chain side, we are going to take it to around 75% in next 2 years.
Right, and also let's just talk about on the debt front as well, right? We have taken up a debt in the first half of FY24. So one, in terms of obviously the capex plans going forward, how will that be funded? Obviously the company had raised some amount of 1,300 around crores via QIP recently. So in terms of that, and also consequently, could the debt inch up higher in any of these situations?
See, the QIP money basically is going to it's going to be compensated with the working capital, because the working capital, what was, overdrawn or was utilized, it is going to be compensated with that. And apart from the capex side, till now we have capitalized almost 4,300 crores. And in next 2 to 3 years, we have further capitalization of around 4,500 crores, which is going to be done from the internal accruals. Apart from that, if you see, in last 2.5 years, whatever capex we have done through the internal accruals only. So we don't have any, plans of taking any debt for our capex growth.
Okay, so not looking at increasing debt for capex, but before I let you go, quick couple of questions in terms of your new initiatives. One, the aluminium side of business, you were foraying into that. What's the progress been? And secondly, you were going big guns into the acquisition route as well. You did a couple already. Anything else in the pipeline that you're looking to augment your processes through?
See, in aluminum, we are going with a backward integration. We have a plan to set up a green recycling aluminum plant, where we will be making the high value added product, as well as it will help us to feed our existing plant. So it is going to be almost a backward and the forward integration. So once we have a metallurgy and different kind of control on the specialized product, we'll be able to fetch a higher realization, and we will be able to enter into more value chain system. And Apart from that, regarding the new acquisition, we are evaluating, but we don't have anything serious on our table right now. Whatever acquisition we did last year, so we have already commissioned the Mittal Corp plant, which is a stainless steel plant in Indore. And today we are utilizing almost at around 30-35% capacity. And we expect that in the next year, looking forward, we should be able to utilize to the tune of around 75-80%.
Okay, Mr. Brij Bhushan Agarwal, thank you so much, for joining in with us, giving us an update in terms of the numbers. What is the growth outlook for the company going forward as well? That was the management of Shyam Metalics for y'all saying that they are expecting a good growth in terms of outlook and expecting to double their revenue growth in FY25 as well.